Hi, first grade friends. Today I'm going to read you a very special story, and we're going to talk about two things with this story as review. The first thing I want you to think about is whether or not the author of this book sends us a secret message. What do they want us to learn after reading this book? And the second thing I want you to think about is making a connection. It's a really great book to make a connection to yourself. Something in your life. Remember, a text to self connection is when you make a connection from the book to your own life with feelings or experiences that you've had. So think about those two things while we're reading today. And at the end, I'm going to ask you if you heard or thought of or noticed the hidden message. And then in your seesaw activity, I'm going to ask you to share a connection that you can make from your life with this book. So it goes along with our science really well too. I'm going to read you a story about what makes families so special. So this book talks a lot about different types of families and what makes a family. A family is a family is a family. Written by Sara O'Leary. We were talking about families at school. The teacher asked us what we thought made our family special. I went last because I wasn't sure what to say. My family is not like everybody else's. My mom and dad have been best friends since first grade. They really like each other. It's kind of gross. There are lots of kids in our family. Mom and dad just keep coming home with more. Different type of family. Sorry, I'm going to take this cover off. Both my moms are terrible singers, and they both like to sing really loud. Different type of family. All different types of families, but they have one thing in common. I bet you can figure it out. I have more grandparents than anybody else I know. We have a new baby in our house. I think my mom ordered him online. We all look alike in my family. We just kind of go together. One week mom gets me, the next week dad does. Fair's fair. Some people say I look like my dad, and some people say I look like my mom. I think I look like myself. My mom says that before I was born, I grew in her heart. Because I live with my grandmother, people sometimes think she's my mother. She's not. She's my everything. Some of the kids were dads when he met mom. Some were moms when she met dad. Now we all belong to each other. One of my dads is tall and one is short. They both give good hugs. I listened to everybody else. And then I remembered the time someone saw us all together at the park. She asked my foster mother to point out her real children. Oh, I don't have any imaginary children, Mom said. All my children are real. Family is a family is a family. And so, did you think about what the author was trying to teach us in that story? I bet you did. That it doesn't matter what makes up your family is special. Everyone has their own special family that makes you very special. And the one thing they all have in common is love. It takes love to make a family. Doesn't matter what you look like or whether you have similarities or differences or not. Love is what makes a family. So this was a good example to show you all the different kinds of families there can be, because we are all different and we all come from different families that are all very special. So on the next slide, I want you to think about a connection that this story that you made with this book, a connection that you have in your own life. What is your special family? What did this book remind you of? So in the next slide, I'll talk to you more about that activity. I hope you enjoyed this story.